Okay, I'm gonna be reviewing this quick video. It's not quick, it's more like uh, 5 minutes long or so. All right, so one of the major reasons, one of the some of the main reasons as to why children get bit a lot, which they do. Statistically, children get bit a lot more than adults or older people. So people will say, well, they get bit a lot more because they are smaller. They are, they make different sounds, which it's all true. Children are easier targets. Children do sound different. Their high-pitched sounds can trigger predatory drive in some dogs. That is all true. Nobody's denying that. Um, but there is more to it than that. One of the main reasons as to why children get bit a lot more is because of videos like this. Obviously, not the videos themselves, but interactions like this. Children don't know how to behave around dogs. It's not inherent. They don't have this natural fear of something that is fluffy and jumps around like that. There are certain inherent fears that we have. A fluffy animal is not one of them. And then you see crap like this. You see parents thinking that this is acceptable, and it really isn't. If you're a dog trainer, a responsible pet owner, you know that this is not good at all. But people don't know this. Your average pet parent doesn't know this. Your average parent doesn't know this. They think this is perfectly okay. You know, I've made a couple of other videos. I've written a blog about this on my website, dogtrainingismypassion.com. And I'll say it again. Um, I don't really feel anger towards the parents. I'm not upset at the parents for doing this necessarily. I do feel bad. It sucks. I do get a little bit upset because of the ignorance, but really they don't know. If you were to tell these parents, hey, so and so, every time that you allow this to happen, you are putting your child at more risk each time you do this. And the potential risk could be serious injury. People would stop doing that, but people don't know. Some people know, and they'll still do it anyways. They just don't believe it, or they don't believe it's that bad, or they believe my dog would never do that. So they'll keep doing it. But this is not, not good. This right now, nothing's happening in in this little clip. Child is trapped though. Now here, not good. This is very common for the child to ride the dog. Some people will come out and say, well, it doesn't matter if the dog is okay with it, then let it be. But how do you know the dog's okay with it? By looking at that dog, you can't really tell that dog is okay with it. I don't know that dog, but I'm willing to bet it would much rather be doing something else than being used as a horse. If you look at the like that right there, right? That's not good. You can see like subtle signs here and there. Oh, push that backwards a little bit. You can see subtle, like if you look at the face, you can see subtle signs the dog is telling you, I am not okay with this. It's subtle, but it's definitely a way dogs are telling us, do I really have to put up with this? Here's the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is the dog eventually goes, I'm tired of this crap. I'm not gonna put up with it anymore. I'm gonna take action. So the dog will then growl, right? That's not even the worst case scenario. The dog will growl. And then who does everybody get mad at? Do they get mad at the child? Of course not. They get mad at the dog for giving appropriate signals. I like the lip curling, the growling, right? That's when they'll get mad. They'll get mad at the dog. They will not get mad at the child. Now, we'll make this scenario a little bit worse than that. What happens then is the dog will then do an air bite or a warning bite. Of course, everybody flips out. This is when the dog usually gets turned back to the shelter, or even worse, put down. Worst case scenario, past that, an injury, severe injury to the child. Dog definitely gets put down. Child now has a life, a permanent bad memory, a permanent mental and physical scar. Even worse than that, worst, absolutely worst case scenario is the child gets killed, which that does happen. It absolutely happens. Statistically, that does happen every year in the US. And it's not about the breed, okay? It could happen with any breed. And yes, I know statistically the bully breeds cause the most damage. We can talk about that in a whole different video. But it could be any dog. Any dog could harm and possibly, kill a child.